is this John's girlfriend? This is Natasha. You can call me Nat. Sorry, who is this? I don't have your number in my phone. Did we actually exchange contact info somewhere? Actually, no, we've never met. Someone gave me a number, and so I'm contacting you. Someone gave you my number. Who? The guy you think is your boyfriend. John. John? Sorry, I'm totally confused. What do you mean who I think is my boyfriend? How do you know John, and what do you want from me? There's no point beating around the bush here, so I'm John's actual girlfriend. Wait a sec, what? John's my fiancé. Of course I know that. I also know that you're having a small wedding in 2 weeks. But the truth is that I'm John's real girlfriend. I have no idea what you're talking about. I thought you were some super smart chick. Aren't you a lawyer or something? A bit slow on the uptake, no? Wow, I had no idea how dumb you were. So let me spell this out for you. John's been with me this entire time. He's been cheating on you. What? I've always been his true love, you know. But he's been studying to be a lawyer for a while now, taking the bar exam over and over again. It's been over 10 years now. And finally, this year, God has answered our prayers. I'm not sure it has much to do with that. It's because John studied super hard over the past 10 years. Well, also because of you supporting him financially all this time like an idiot. Essentially being our sugar mama. Our sugar mama? Paying for all our dates. I don't even know what to say. I've been having so much fun. What are you talking about? John and I grew up together, you know. We went to school together, and we were dating back when we were sophomores in high school. Wait, so you're his ex-girlfriend? His parents are lawyers too, you know. And then he also went on to law school. And just in case he actually made it, I totally strung him along all these years. I thought I could marry him when and if he became a lawyer. And if I found a doctor before that, I thought I could marry the doctor. A girl has to keep her options open, right? Okay, so because he passed the bar and is a lawyer now, that's why you're messaging me. Okay, then. Finally, we're on the same page, hon. Stringing him along for 10 years wasn't easy either, honey. Because I also had to date other guys like a side hustle, you know, as backup, a contingency plan. But the title lawyer just has such a nice ring to it. And let me tell you, it isn't easy finding a man better than a lawyer. And just when my internal clock started ticking, John freaking passed his bar exam! So for 10 years, he's been with you behind my back. Great! Finally, we have an understanding. So, time for you to stay in your lane now. He only wants me, not you. Wait a second. Is John there with you? Of course he is. He's my man. And we're gonna go get our marriage license now. So, see ya later. I'd prefer to speak with John first before I take your word on anything. Over my dead body. Over your dead body? He's all mine now, honey, and wants nothing to do with you. Why do you think I'm the one breaking the bad news? So, thanks for supporting him and being his sugar mama until now. Because of you, he's totally a successful lawyer now. So we don't need you or your money anymore. I'm just messaging you to say thank you, mama. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Don't you dare just leave me hanging. You messaged me, remember? Let's talk. Natasha. Allison, is $1,000 enough? Enough for what? I'm not sure what you're talking about. The cost for you to walk away from my son. You know John's father is a lawyer and we have our own law firm, so we know how this works. You're asking me to just walk away? Did you know about this all along?
Natasha was John's girlfriend back in the days, so we knew her very well, and we've always been rooting for them.
This is a joke, right? We're getting married in 2 weeks. Everything's set and in place.
It's a small wedding with only family, so there shouldn't be an issue canceling it.
But what about me? What about how I feel or what I want?
I really don't give a crap about that. All I want is for John to be happy. That's all I care about. And you rubbed me the wrong way from the very beginning. You became a lawyer way before he did, and you started working, rubbing it in his face every day. You even tried to give us advice on how to run our business, as if we were incompetent or something.
No, that's not what I was trying to do.
No point in trying to explain yourself. You won't win.
I did try to talk to you guys about your firm, but it was all in your best interest for the future, for John as well.
In our best interest. My husband became a lawyer and started his firm years ago. He has 100 times the experience you have as a lawyer and a business owner. Anyway, that's beside the point. $1,000 should do it, right?
$1,000? The 10 years I invested in this relationship? You think it's only worth $1,000?
Wow, you're going there. It's your own fault John didn't choose you. You should be grateful we're even giving you anything.
For the past 10 years, I've been supporting him. Every time he failed the bar exam and every time he felt like he just hit rock bottom, I was the one supporting him emotionally and financially. You understand that, right?
And in return, you want him to marry you? Are you kidding me?
No one said he had to marry me. He was the one that kept saying he wanted to get married once he passed the bar and became a lawyer. And I believed in him, so I supported him all these years.
You mean you thought once he became a lawyer, he'd take over the family business. That's why you hung on to him all these years and wanted him to marry you.
What in the world are you talking about?
John was saying this, not me. He felt bad because you supported him financially for so long, so he couldn't not propose to you. I guess he felt bad. He's kind like that, you know. But he said he really loves someone else, and that he always has. He says that it stresses him out thinking he needs to marry you.
I don't believe he said that. I never forced him into anything.
A lawyer with his very own law firm. There's not a single woman out there that wouldn't want to marry him. His future is set, nothing to worry about. You're probably just one of those gold diggers too.
Of course not.
Unlike you, Nat is honest. And she's so considerate, thinking about us all the time. Planning vacations for us. She's nothing like a gold digger that only has her eyes on her money. She really only cares about the family and our future as a family. You never once took us on a vacation with you.
What are you talking about, a vacation? I've worked my butt off these past 10 years supporting John as much as I could. I'm not going to make excuses because I was working like crazy. But that was also that John could study and become a lawyer without worrying about anything else but passing the bar. I even saved money for our future by cutting down my own expenses.
You know what? I really don't care. Because the reality is that my husband and I have met and seen all kinds of people. So I think we can tell who's best for our son. And based on what we see, Nat is the best person for our son. So you just need to let him go.
Are you crazy?
It goes without saying, but if you ever come near our son again, there will be legal consequences for you. So get it through your head, we never want to see you again. And of course, that also goes for Nat. Don't ever go near her. I have nothing else to say to you, but just be grateful that you were even with John for this long.
Guess what? It's such a special day today. John and I got married. We still need to have a ceremony for all the friends and family, but we just couldn't wait that long to tie the knot. I'm now the wife of a successful lawyer and the owner of a law firm. I heard you moved somewhere. I think my mother-in-law already gave you an earful, but just as a reminder, don't ever come near John and I. 'Cause if you do, we'll get a restraining order against you. Do you know what day it is today? And is that why you got married today? I have no idea what you're talking about. What's today? It's the new moon today, is that what you mean? Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what? Someone I know was supposed to get married today, but I can't remember who. Oh, wait, I totally remember. You were gonna get married today.
Are you kidding me? You know what? I really don't even care anymore.
I feel so bad for you. It's terrible that you had to cancel the wedding. You must be so sad.
I really wanted to talk to John about this, but I haven't been able to get in touch with him or his parents. Can you tell them that I've been wanting to speak to them?
I told you already, stay away from us.
We canceled the wedding, so there's a cancellation fee. He's the one that called off the wedding, so it's his responsibility. He should pay for everything, not me.
We gave you money already.
Are you talking about the $1,000?
Yeah, of course. We gave you plenty of money, so that should make us even. Don't tell me you're asking for more. Talk about greedy.
I never agreed on $1,000. As far as I know, there's no $1,000. I certainly haven't received any money. And even if I did, this cancellation fee is a completely separate issue.
I told you that we already got married, didn't I? And we still have a big wedding to plan because we've only done the paperwork so far. And there's the honeymoon to sort out. We also need to build a new house. We're going to need so much money. So we don't have any more money to waste on you, honey. So don't even joke about needing more money.
Waste on me? We had to cancel the wedding at the last minute because of you two. Of course he should be responsible for the cancellation fees.
You're just angry because you're well past your 30s. Tick-tock, tick-tock, and you got dumped by your fiancé. Self-pity much? Yeah, he's rich and successful, but you are beyond greedy.
You guys strung me along on purpose for 10 years, isn't that right? You made me support you guys financially and do the hard work while you guys did nothing?
Wow, you're one of the saddest people I've ever met. Is that it? We're busy because we need to go see some wedding venues. It's gonna be tough finding another man at your age. But good luck anyway. I'll be living my happily ever after with John over here.
So that's just it then. Okay, I got it. You guys have zero intention of even apologizing for what you did.
Apologize? For what? I have a lot of gratitude, though. You literally made him into the lawyer that he is today. I'm so thankful because you patiently supported him all these years. So thank you, honey.
Okay, I hear you loud and clear.
We finally found our venue. It's a little pricey, but we have the money since we saved the money on your wedding with John. And because you were paying for pretty much everything over the past 10 years, we were also able to save quite a lot and plan something super extravagant. It's the perfect setting for such a prestigious family. Thank you for your support all these years.
You also have $1 million of debt.
What? $1 million debt? Have you lost your mind?
I guess you haven't heard.
What are you talking about?
Well, you're married now, so you should probably figure it out soon. But anyway, good luck paying it off.
What the heck are you talking about?
Wait, you didn't know? The family law firm he took over from his parents? It was always in dire financial straits. But his parents were all highbrow and all you know, so they've just been pretending everything was just fine. They were living beyond their means to keep up with the Joneses, even if that meant going into heavy debt. And I'm pretty sure not all of those loans came from your typical banks, if you know what I mean. So God only knows what those interest rates look like.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No one's ever told me that. There's no way this is true. They're lawyers. You're so sad, lying to get back at me for taking your fiancé away.
Well, go ask them yourself then. And you should know that not all lawyers make money.
John told me that you were making so much money as a lawyer.
Well, I work for a major firm representing massive corporations, so there are lawyers like me. And then there are the lawyers who open their small firms but make hardly any business. There are a lot of lawyers who just don't have what they need in terms of skills, finances, or connections.
There's no way John's dad isn't successful. He works with the White House.
The White House? What are you talking about?
John said his dad works with the state, which means he works for the White House, no? John told me that.
Wait. Do you mean he was chosen by the state? Meaning a state-appointed attorney?
You know, the state, the United States government appointed him as their attorney.
I can't believe that you're that dumb. The fact that you have no idea what a state-appointed attorney is? You're a real piece of work. A state-appointed attorney is the same as a court-appointed attorney or public defender. They defend people that don't have enough money to afford an attorney. So the state appoints one. You get me?
They're lawyers, though.
Yeah, but they don't make much money. Not like corporate law. And they're not anything special.
You're such a liar.
And on top of that, get this. Your father-in-law even got fired from being a state-appointed attorney. He was defending some criminal, and even he didn't want him. Because he had zero skills.
Are you calling my father-in-law useless?
As a lawyer myself, it's a bit embarrassing to be associated with him. Let's just say his performance in court leaves a lot to be desired. And really, even a monkey can do what he does outside of court, because he doesn't really do much at all as far as anyone can tell. I don't even think he's up to date with all the changes in the law, to be honest. A bit Stone Age when it comes to the law.
How can someone like that even become a lawyer? Or own his own law firm?
Anyone can just open up a firm. But to make the firm successful is a whole other story.
So are you being serious about the $1 million debt the firm has? And John knew about this the entire time?
Of course he did. That's why he never asked his parents for money while he took the bar exam and had me support him instead.
And he hid this from me the whole time.
You want to know the real reason why his parents wanted him to marry you over me?
The real reason. It's because I was better suited for him. And they liked me better than you.
They wanted someone who didn't know anything about the law. Someone who was dumb enough to not know anything so they could just pass their debt on.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they mentioned this yesterday when I spoke with them.
You spoke with them yesterday.
Don't get me wrong, I only spoke with John and his mom as a lawyer. I told them that I was suing John for the wedding cancellation fees. Oh yeah, and for the living expenses I incurred over the past 10 years.
What, can you even do that? I never heard of that.
Well, as we've determined, you don't know anything about the law. You didn't even know what a state-appointed attorney was. Anyway, John lied to me all these years just to use me for my money. Do you know how stupid I felt after all of this? He strung me along and even got on one knee and asked me to marry him, knowing he didn't want to. I've been building my case to sue him for fraud. And that's what I was talking to them about yesterday.
So John is going to be in debt too.
Remember you said that I was paying for all your dates for the past 10 years? And that because of that you were able to save money? I'm also assuming that I most likely paid for your trips with his parents too? You basically told me that you have money. So I'm suing you guys for all the money you spent on dates, etc. with my money.
Are you kidding me? We just got married. You can't take our money. We need it.
You understand that people need to take responsibility for things they've done, right?
I'll divorce him. So please, just leave me out of it. You can have him back.
No, thank you. You think I'd forgive him and just take him back after everything he did to me for the past 10 years? It's like you said, I guess. This was all me supporting him so he can become a lawyer. But I realize now, I think I just pitied him. And it became some sort of fun game for me to make him reach that goal, like raising a pet or playing SimCity. I did this for 10 years, supported him.
It was because you loved him, wasn't it?
After 10 years, you don't even know why. I guess you can call this codependency. But now I'm free and wow, does it feel good. All I want now is to finally get rid of him and his energy from my life. That's all I can think about. So thank you for taking him in. He's all yours now.
I don't want him. I don't want a man in debt. He's a lawyer, though. There's still a chance he can make money, you know. Really? You think so? Well, if you're asking for my opinion and if he has the brains, from my perspective, and you know I've worked with so many Fortune 500 CEOs, if I have to give my own opinion, my answer would be not the slightest chance in hell. He barely passed the bar exam, and he's a little slow in the head, you know. Physically and mentally, he's just not powerful. That's not fair. And besides, who in their right mind would be able to trust a fraud like him? I don't know what to do anymore. I don't want to be married to a guy who has tons of debt. Well, that's for you to hash out with him. I have nothing to do with that part of the conversation. I know good family lawyers who can help you with your divorce. They're quite expensive, though. I don't have that kind of money. Let's get back to the main subject, though, and talk about me suing you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for everything I've done. I'll break up with him and have nothing to do with him. So please just help me. You're a great lawyer, right? Allison, please, I'm begging you. Please represent. When the dust settled, John had to reimburse me for the cancellation fee for the venue, plus 10 years worth of living expenses. And also all the dates I paid for and the trips they took with his parents. In total, he was in so much debt, well over my yearly salary, and let's just say, I make a lot. Besides being saddled with personal debt, John had nowhere near the skills necessary to save his parents' failing firm. Naturally, Natasha was of no help whatsoever. With all this debt, they had to close their firm. Even though he has his law license, I heard John now works part-time at a supermarket. With me no longer footing all the bills and some sizable debt, Natasha wiped out her own savings trying to stay afloat. Apparently, she's hired a lawyer and is in the process of getting a divorce.